Hello and welcome to episode 56 of Green Herb Gaming. This is my Nintendo Switch / Super Mario VR prediction. I am predicting Nintendo will announce a VR headset for Nintendo Switch at this year's E3. It will be designed to look like Mario's cap and will be released alongside Super Mario Odyssey at the end of this year. At various points throughout the game, you will have the option to put on the cap and experience VR features. The whole game will not be in VR, and it will be an optional feature of the game. A few months ago, Nintendo filed a patent for a VR headset. It describes the Switch console being slotted into a headset. There was also mention of using the Joy-Cons as controllers. We now know the Joy-Cons have motion controls and a motion sensor. I think these facts combined with this strange cap with eyes back up my prediction. Let us see what comes of it. In case you're wondering, I was actually reading everything I just said because I posted my prediction to Facebook. So I said to make it easier, I would basically read from what I wrote in case I forget everything I said. So Super Mario Odyssey was revealed to the world on Friday in the Nintendo Switch Live presentation. It is coming to the Switch at the end of this year, and in the trailer for Super Mario Odyssey we saw this strange new Mario cap that has these strange eyes on the front of it. And Shigeru Miyamoto, the creator of Mario on Nintendo, have said that this hat gives you features that are exclusive to the Nintendo Switch. So I've been looking very closely at this new cap, and I've been looking very closely at what Nintendo have been saying about virtual reality, which I will actually go into right here, right now on Green Herb Gaming. So this is an article from GameSpot last July. Nintendo explains its goals for researching VR. The company wants to deal with issues from using VR for a long periods of time. While Nintendo pooh-poohed virtual reality for several years, it recently revealed, unsurprisingly, that it's in the process of researching VR. It's now opened up a bit more regarding what exactly it's looking into, though it still isn't offering any hard details regarding what its plans are for the technology at this point. This is a quote from Nintendo. So, I quote, "We are well aware that other companies are developing games and game-related products using VR technologies, and that consumers are interested in all of this." Nintendo President Tatsumi Kishimiya said during a question and answer with investors, and I quote, "I cannot say anything specific at this time, but understand that we also consider VR to be a promising technology, and we are conducting research with much interest." VR was, end quote. VR was again brought up during a later question, prompting Shigeru Miyamoto to address the subject, and I quote, "As for VR, we are researching not just VR but augmented reality and many other technologies," he explained, and I quote, "We have a range of core technology including 3D, and we are also considering the possibility of implementing these in our new hardware development. For VR in particular, we are continuing our research and looking into development with a mind to how our current core products are meant to be played for a relatively long period of time. We are looking into the possibilities of providing an experience that gives values when played for a short time and how to eliminate the concerns of long duration use. We are also looking into how to make sure that a parent doesn't need to worry when their child puts on a VR device in their living room." End quote. Miyamoto also discussed the presence of VR at this year's E3. While it was certainly there with Batman Arkham VR and VR support in games like Final Fantasy, the amazing Final Fantasy 15 and the even more amazing Resident Evil 7, which I just pre-ordered today. I got the collector's edition, cannot wait to play that. Anyway, being showcased to varying degrees, it didn't necessarily stand out in the way one might expect. This is a quote again from Shigeru Miyamoto. "At this year's E3, I was on the show floor and it did not feel like VR was that big of a topic." Miyamoto stated, and I quote, "This could be because VR is not that much to look at for the spectator, even while it might be highly appreciated for the person actually experiencing it. It might also not be clear how the experience can be made into a product." Miyamoto was famously photographed trying out the Oculus Rift back in E3 in 2014. At the same event, Nintendo America President Reggie Fils-Aimé was asked about VR, and he described it as, and I quote, "not being quite there yet," end quote, in terms of being able to offer fun. Oh, sorry, this is still a quote. "In terms of being able to offer a fun, compelling experience." A year later, he doubled down on this, stating that he had seen from VR was what he had seen from VR was neither fun nor social. Come on, Reggie. Come on, Reggie, man. I've experienced VR on 2 separate occasions on 2 separate headsets, and I think it's beyond fun, man. It's absolutely amazing. Come on, Reggie. Translated info from Nintendo's recent shareholders meeting then made their way online at the end of June, though the company itself only just published its official English transcript. During the meeting, Nintendo also discussed the prospect of making movies. So that was an article from GameSpot back in July. So the Nintendo are at this moment researching VR, and they want to deal with the issues from using VR for long periods of time, and they already have filed a patent for a VR headset. You see, what I think, if anything comes from my prediction, and if Nintendo do decide to make this VR headset, what I think they will do is they won't make full-on VR games. It'll be what they will do is they will, rather than having Super Mario Odyssey in VR from start to finish, or rather than Super Mario Odyssey being completely VR, what I think they will do is, as I said in my prediction, like certain periods throughout the game you will experience VR sections, so like bite-sized VR segments. So basically what I'm saying is they'll have short periods of times where you actually experience VR. So that's more or less it. I hope you enjoyed my little prediction. You heard it right here on Green Herb Gaming. It is the 15th of January. It is 19 minutes past 7 Irish time. I made the prediction. It's right here. It's all recorded. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed my prediction. What do you think? What do you think of my prediction? What do you think of VR? What do you think of the possibility of Nintendo exploring VR? What do you think about Super Mario being in VR? What do you think about this mysterious cap that was introduced in the trailer for Super Mario Odyssey? What do you think this cap could be? Let me know in the comments below. Feel free to like, subscribe, comment, share, support Green Herb Gaming. Again, yeah, thanks for checking out this video. This has been my prediction for Nintendo Switch / Super Mario Odyssey. I shall see you again soon on Green Herb Gaming.